that Riddick Bowe has a 5-year age advantage, a 2.5-inch height advantage. He's 29 pounds heavier as opposed to...
Any questions from the challenger? Any questions from the champion? Let's get it on!
One thing I got to tell you that's a pleasure for me about this, as Bowe comes Holyfield with George Foreman, a heavyweight champion, all the action so far, and there's a hard right.
Bowe should never try to waste that kind of energy on a fighter like Evander. Don't want that in a young fighter.
They had him a right to the chest. Bowe lands.
Riddick Bowe's Ferguson thing gave him a false sense of security. We talk about clean living. He's eating a lot of...
Let's see where early on Bowe thought he had him hurt. What Bowe is trying to do is to let Holyfield know he's not going to let him box. And he thought he had him hurt here, and he came out to put some...
Got his balance real good.
This, George, they used the end swell under both of Bowe's eyes between rounds.
Holyfield has got the fight in his hand. Who's first, and then he retreats.
For Riddick Bowe,
setting things up for a good right hand. He's jabbing to the body to get this guy conscious of a body punch, and he's in...
Flush for Holyfield, and now Bowe tries to show him.
Bowe should just stick on his feet a little too much. He should try to disrupt that.
Out by Bowe. Excellent right. Jab, pawing with the jab now. Assertive in round 3. We're getting to double up.
Combination fight of the two.
He's doing a lot of headhunting.
Yeah.
Right hand by Bowe. Biggest punch of the fight.
Now here's where Bowe will complain of a thumb. Also, if you may recall, in the first. Later in the round, some good inside shots by Bowe.
Clowning I told you about.
Holyfield start. Remember,
with a real Olympic champion, you just can't clown with certain guys. Bowe.
He is susceptible to that uppercut, George.
That's right. That's the bread and butter punch for Riddick Bowe, is that uppercut.
Has too many weapons inside.
And not only that, as he I think Riddick Bowe is anything but polished. He hasn't thrown one good...
Baby blood beginning to emerge from Bowe's left eye. Holyfield lands a right on the target. And a left hand for Holyfield. And they swing and swing after the bell. And look at this.
Well, this is either the end of the 4th round or the start of the 5th.
Take your pick.
I've never seen so many blows landed after a bell. Have you, George?
Not many, but most were all big around the midsection.
As he tried to target the cut. He lands a right hand.
Muhammad Ali, I wasn't in shape, but I said I can whip this. Hurt. He is hurt.
Oh, he's hurt.
Stuns Bowe again.
Holyfield took his time before he carried the fight to Bowe, hoping that Bowe...
You got to be real careful now.
Well,
he just hit a lot himself. Boom.
Great combination by Holyfield and other figures over here. All the difficulty he suffered at the hands of Frank Bruno.
That's true.
Now he's getting a... It's that way again. Right hand for Holyfield. Stuns Bowe, and Bowe comes back fighting this time and lands a right hand on Holyfield's chin.
He hits him with a good right hand, and
somebody in a parachute has just landed on the edge of the ring, has been pulled away by security guards. The fight has been brought to a halt. There's a massive melee at ringside as this fellow with a motorized parachute has landed right on top of... Parachutist landed, you'll see. There he is, entering at the left side. And you see people backing away and trying to avoid the capsule and the motorized contraption attached to it. Here's a look at him much earlier this evening. In and out, as you can see here. And there it is. He targeted the ring and came right down.
What charges, I wonder?
What charges?
Yeah.
A look at how the melee was brought under control eventually by Las Vegas police. only after they're the ones who informed Riddick Bowe that his wife Judy had fainted. Later they told him that she was okay. It's been closed.
And the cold weather assists that. Once you start, it's hard to bleed in the cold weather.
You say, George, he's a more as they finish out round, the sharper of the two. He's still the same 246 pounds. Hard left hook.
Bad mistake.
Hard right hand inside by Bowe. To the side.
Out of the way. Don't sit and assess your damage.
But this time in closing again from above the left eye and bound to affect the vision in the left eye. And Holyfield. Right hand. Right combination by Evander. And 3 more shots. And Bowe comes back with a...
Fell in love with Holyfield last time because of the courage he showed in defeat. His first love with him because of the courage and the skill he has shown.
Kind of desperate. That
it's a hard right hand, and
I heard him and get it out of the way.
Holyfield staying in, becoming a target.
No.
The left hook by Bowe, maybe the first time in the fight. Warrior's heart, Warrior
falls forward once.
Right hand by Holyfield inside, rocks Bowe back. But against the major power of Riddick Bowe, that uppercut, and knocking Bowe's...
All right, I think Holyfield senses that he has the fight in his hands and is on the defensive. And he's going at him. He's not going to give it. Feels comfortable inside now, George. You just saw the mouthpiece flying out.
When Riddick called him his followers a knockout in this fight. Now Holyfield believes in it. Seconds to go in the 11th.
He got him again.
Here we see Evander Holyfield. Conventional wisdom.
105, 104, 6 rounds to 5, Evander Holyfield.
1974, lost to titles. Now Evander Holyfield, Spoon, Ali, and Patterson as he's never cruised through a round in his life.
Understand, you can lose a fight waiting.
Riddick's got a huge chance here, and he right hand by rises to its feet. For the 2nd year in a row, they fought the fight of the year.
He's the bigger in the heart. That right hand that he waited too long for, after the bell was. Good right hand again. Bowe was waiting, throwing shots.
And now, with the crowd still wobbly and shaking off the effects from that stunning event when the parachutist landed on the apron, with the 2 fighters reeling from the battle in
heavyweight champion of the world from Atlanta, Georgia, Evander Holyfield.
He won it.
The tape, you can see that Riddick Bowe weighed in at 247 pounds. Larry, just 1 pound.
Both know the rules of the Jersey State Athletic Commission. Shake hands now. Come out boxing at the bell. Good luck.
To get things started. From the jab via 2 separate strategies.
And a left jab, and then tries to pump it up.
Bowe just misses with the right hand. Clocks Mathis with a couple of... Affected. Now Mathis comes in behind. He liked the prospect of going against a man who would have to punch down. A lot of fighters wouldn't think that was a very attractive set of circumstances. Good uppercut by Bowe. Mathis wobbled just a little.
Fight, not his typical fight.
Loose around.
It was right hand landed inside. Mathis takes another right after having thrown a flurry of punches. He catches Bowe with a left and a right.
35.
Right hands bobbing and weaving. Another right hand lands. Buster Mathis taking a lot of punishment here in round 2 as he feels. And over the top by Buster Mathis. He hasn't been as busy as his corner would like for him to be in these first couple rounds.
To the body, it doesn't move.
Here's Bowe trying to measure Mathis, who's an elusive target here. Bowe still hasn't been able to land a clean.
Mathis is teasing him by moving that hand.
That he's already thinking when he throws that punch.
Target.
Missed it there, but came back with a couple of body punches. Buster landed.
Again, Bowe is punching, trying to hit a move uppercut of Riddick Bowe. It's really one of his best punches.
Good straight right hand by Bowe. There's the jab. And the right hand.
Here you see Mathis staying under him and just doing the best with what he has. If you rated fights on how is a guy performing according to his ability, Buster
9 months, and he's with good punches. It may wake him up a little.
is having rounds good for him.
Well, yes, I would have to say so. The more rounds he gets in this fight, but again, he keeps
Elects to keep hanging in there. Keeps the shoulder against Bowe, keeps throwing, and work like that. And that on first.
And you know, it's a funny thing, Jim. Most guys, and you know, Riddick Bowe is not bending his knees inside. Now he hurt Mathis with that right hand.
That was a terrific right hand, and Buster is flat-footed at the moment, ducking and slipping.
Bowe has missed 7 straight big shots. And then he knocked him down while he was Tampy's hands had to let him in.
That was very bad.
Well, hold it.
If Buster Mathis can continue, there's no question.
We'll talk to all of these principals as soon as they make a decision.
Riddick Bowe waiting, as you see. He settles. There's Buster Mathis Jr., and your mind goes to Buster Mathis Sr. Interpretation to Bowe's manager, Rock Newman. Here's the replay, Gil.
And you can see Bowe trying to work on the inside, and Mathis just goes down to one knee. I mean, he really wasn't hit. He just decided to take a timeout on one knee.
Another look at the damage being done by Bowe. Mathis voluntarily, it seemed, going to one knee as if he wanted to take an 8 count to clear his head.
You can see Bowe landing some fairly solid punches. And then Mathis was down on his knee. He was down at least 2-3 seconds.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the Convention Center here in Atlantic City, New Jersey, an intentional foul sustained to Principal Buster Mathis Jr. Therefore, the New Jersey State Athletic Control Board declares this bout a no contest. A no contest at 2 minutes and 11 seconds of the 4th round. No contest.
The second no contest of Buster Mathis Jr.'s career. At least a minor disappointment for Riddick Bowe, who does not get the expected knockout victory. Buster Mathis holding his arms up in triumph.